a super good character. I thought he was good since day one, season two. I've always thought he was very strong. I never thought he was bad in this version, like ever.
There was one part where he was like,
Mid tier. And that was
no, it was when they nerfed Medicaid. But then we found a Medicaid fix, and he was.
Yeah, and you know what? Most characters would love that. If the worst thing that happened to your character was they were mid tier for like a week, man, that's good.
This character is insane.
All right, so what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Nori. I have Boom with me, who I'm hoping you're watching the series where we did episode 3 or episode 4 was with Wong. We will be bringing an updated version to that also, because Boom, Mr. PhD himself, has found a lot more information since then, so he's kindly volunteered as always to do an updated one, but we'll get to that another time. But today we're going to go over Yoshi. What is going on tonight, Boom?
Not much, just chilling, you know. Gonna do this Yoshi thing with the day one guy, you know. So, this character is pretty insane. I've been saying this character's been insane since the beta. I thought this character was the best character in the game pre-release, and ever since pre-release, this character's been a terror to pretty much the entire caliber scene. So, this character's sick. I love this character.
I agree, man. That's very, people. I'm sorry to call the community, but I'm just gonna say it, man. A lot of this game rewards a lot of gimmicks, and that's cool. Whatever wins, right? You know what I mean? You play the game how you want to play. That's fine, but I think a lot of people really underestimate just how insanely strong Yoshimitsu's, and Boom will go over that, but he's a pocket character for me for years, Yoshi, and his neutral is insane. He's got decent whiff punishment. It's not the best CE, but it's not the worst. Excellent soul charge.
It's a move.
It's a move, you know what I mean? It's there. It's more of a long range kind of weird whiff punisher, but nevertheless, he has a strong soul charge, great throw game. His wall damage is absurd, and you don't even have to do the fancy shit to get over 100 damage. So, yeah, I'm gonna let you take over because I kind of feel like you're the Yoshi main, and I'm just a fucking guest here. So, go ahead and let's talk about some of your favorite moves and why you like to do them.
For sure. So Yoshimitsu is pretty cool because technically he's considered like a close range character, but in reality he's very well rounded.
Right.
This character has options that are like close range. He's got the I-10AA. He's got like a Hori mid that's I-14 that you can like counter hit confirm. Get like wall spots and stuff like that. He's got also a 14 frame high that counter hit confirms to like 90 something damage. Like he's got all this stuff, all his explosive stuff. He's got this safe 3K that's +2 on hit. It's safe, horizontal. All his horizontal body attacks, which are really cool. So that way you can fight like characters like Siegfried and most auto GIs. A lot of auto GIs in this game don't really account for body attacks. So the fact that he has all these body attacks to stop movement is actually fantastic, right?
So hold on, I want to hit on that real quick, just for kind of maybe beginner, intermediate players watching. A body attack isn't something that you're not using your weapon on. There's some attacks that will just blow up, a mid or high, and it's an auto GI, and it's great. But body attacks will blow the shit up, and Yoshimitsu has a ton of them.
Yes. Speaking of favorite moves and body attacks, one of the best moves in the game is Meditation K. Right? It's a horizontal mid that's plus on block. It tech jumps and tech crouches at different parts of the animation. Right?
It's absurd.
Yeah. And he goes butterfly stance, or not butterfly, dragonfly stance, which is pretty cool. And if you didn't know, so if you get hit by the second part only, counter hit by the second part only, it starts a combo, right? So that's both. It's so long range. I'm having trouble.
Yeah, this is long range.
Yeah.
We'll get this right eventually. Oh.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah, you can get a combo here. Just do like an unblockable attack.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there. Well,
was that it?
It was, but I missed the combo. So do it again. Just keep shooting in the air. Eventually, I'll get it.
I understand Cervantes the smartest man that ever lived. He brought guns to a sword fight.
Either way, you get the second part of the hit. Here, I can show you here. Let's see. you get that kind of stun, and then you can get a cool little combo there and a knockdown there. So this move is actually pretty insane. You can use that at close range, far range, because they can't step because it's the horizontal mid, and it's your turn as a Yoshi player because you are plus on block.
That's unheard of in fighting games. And especially the 3D game, that's unheard of. Like, I want people to really absorb that. A horizontal mid, which is usually at least -9, -8, -10, -12, completely
Mhm.
safe. Not only just safe, but plus on block, and then
Yeah.
plus 1,000 on hit, which is crazy to me. It's crazy.
Yes. And it's a body attack, so not a lot of auto GIs. You have to be careful with certain auto GIs. Actually, you can auto GI it.
Right.
Obviously, if you can GI it regularly, right? But it's a level 3 GI, which makes it like kind of like if you read it, then you can GI it. But he's got so many other options to deal with it as well.
That's a hard read. That's a hard ass
yeah
read. Yeah.
Because then he can empty teleport and he can
Mhm.
like do like different things with meditation stance. 'Cause he has to go to meditation stance to do it, right?
Right.
So I mean,
I think it's just delay it. Just delay it.
yeah, it's so hard to like.
Yeah,
Now it's the mix, but it's so hard to like GI in general. It's a good move. It's fantastic. One of the best moves in the game, in my opinion. Another one of the best moves in the game is 6A plus B. So if you don't know about 6A plus B, if you block this, it's plus Yoshimitsu's +7, right? So it is his turn, and you're put in an immediate mix, right? 6A plus B into flee B, or you can try to 2A.
But you're gonna get blown up. That's all I want you to show. See?
Yeah.
Stupid. This is a universal interrupt for everybody, almost everybody. And like, nah, he's just look at you like you're an asshole. Look at you. Can't do nothing.
Consistently tech jumping, and you can beat too. But so if you block this and you try to hit a button, I can flee B you.
Boom.
And go into a combo, right? If you want to sit there and block, I have options, right? I can flee B whole, which is let me go ahead and show you how much guard damage it does. 15% guard damage. 0 on block, by the way. Used to track 360 degrees, but they nerfed it. There's also flee K, which catches your step. Sometimes catches your step. Sometimes some carries can step like Cervantes, right? But if you block 6A plus B into flee K, right, you take so much guard damage, and now you have to guess if I'm going to. So here you can either hold the med K or press 2A after you block the flee K.
Okay.
Or you can get parried and stuff like that, right? So you're forced to make decisions with this character.
Terrible.
Right? And you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna just block, right? So go ahead and guard. Flee 6A is plus on block. It's a high, so you can duck it, right? But it's plus on block, and it puts you in the same situation as if you blocked med K. But the difference here is this, right? So go ahead and I want you to block med K, and then I want you to AA punish me. Ready?
Okay.
So like, if I cancel this, that's a punish, right? If I cancel that, I get blown up. But if I guard this, I'm safe. And then a little bit more advanced Yoshimitsu stuff is you can like guard cancel it and flash to beat their AA and get a lethal hit. But that's
styling. Ooh.
Yeah, that stuff that's like the super advanced stuff.
That's pretty hot. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, this move puts you in a bunch of situations, and also like go ahead and get hit by the move. So then you get one of the most messed up situations in the game, which is this. That move leads to literally every single thing you can think of. So you know what, Nori? Do you believe in your defense?
No. Let's do it. Let's do something. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, you gotta get okay. Oh man, nice try.
I know.
So
hold on.
that takes like so much
when something awful's happening, you know what? No, hold on. I'm gonna save that for the anti section. I'm gonna skip.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, it is like
this is a
that
terrifying
move,
situation. This is a terrifying situation to get up.
Yes, it's so good. It's super fantastic. 6A plus B is very good. Med K is very good. Those are two moves that you can really use to kind of condition your opponent. Other good moves is the obvious full cross 3K, knockdown.
Great move.
Yoshimitsu. Yeah, Yoshimitsu is not Yoshimitsu without this move. As good as Med K is, as good as 6A plus B is.
Oh, hold on real quick.
Everything.
That combo, if people are struggling, it's a very simple double tap up or down. Very, very simple double tap.
Yes.
Don't do flee 6-6 because you get you steal meter, but you lose your turn on hit. I don't think people realize that, and Yoshimitsu players don't realize why they're getting popped after that. You're actually negative on
Yeah.
hit.
So can I talk about that situation real quick? Because
Yes,
it's
you
actually
can.
it's very interesting. So to talk about RCCing, right? So if you look at my RCC inputs, right?
Mm-hmm.
My RCC inputs are a little weird, right? So I do full crouch 3K and I do back, down, forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
RCC is recover crouch cancel. In order to recover crouch cancel, you have a move that puts you in, then you end in crouch, and then you hit a direction that does not have a up input in it, right? So let me see if I get my numbers right. 4, 2, 1, 3, 6, right? So pretty much back, down, forward, forward are all the directions you can use to recover crouch cancel,
Mm-hmm.
right? You cannot use up. I mean, I guess you can use up. Oh, my bad. It's things that don't have a down input in them, right? Yeah. So you
Right.
can't reverse what I said. So you can RCC with directions that don't have a down input. So you cannot RCC with 2. You cannot RCC. Well, you can. Can you RCC with 2? You can RCC with 2. You cannot RCC with down, back, or down, forward, right?
Correct. Yeah.
It's very weird. So what that means is, so at the end of this animation, when I finish spinning, I pretty much tap a direction, and then I hit 3B, right? Well, now that I gotta talk about it, I can't do it, right?
Ha.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
There
there
we
it
go,
is,
yeah.
right? I had to hit back because the rhythm for me is a lot easier for me.
Everybody
to
has
do
their
that.
own way of kind of doing
Um,
it. I usually do 2-2 or 8-8 myself, but everybody honestly has their own way of doing it.
Actually, for one of the combos I do, I actually do that. But I do it instead. You hit 2-2 at 8-8. I hit forward. I hit backwards forwards, right? So like MCF into B side A.
Mm-hmm.
I hit if you look at my inputs, well, I hit back up, right? So
Okay.
if you look at the A side B, and then I hit back up because it's just like, I don't know, it's just two different directions. It's just easy for me, right?
For sure.
I'm bad at combos, but yeah, that's pretty much how you do that combo. But onto the situation at hand. So this right here, so technically 6A plus B, fleet 6/6 is max damage, but you leave yourself at -6,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not good.
So do
I
that
mean,
again.
it's kind of
Do that again. I'm going to show what I usually like. Yoshi players do this to me, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to attack your dirt," but then boom, like
Yeah.
it's yeah, you could jump it, whatever, but like that's a pretty crazy hard read. And why giving up your
right,
turn for a little bit more damage?
right. What you should be doing is learning how to RCC 3B.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's a mix-up, right? So like, let's
Terrifying.
say, so
Yeah.
if he doesn't tech, that's 49 damage. That's free 49 damage, and you're plus, right? So if he techs the correct way, which I forget which way is the correct way
We're
to
about
tech.
to find out tonight.
I think you tech right.
Hey, Nori, tech. Okay, so
The way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tech those
It's
left.
still my turn.
Right. Exactly.
I'm +1. It's still my turn. And you know what the crazy thing is? You know what? Tech. I want you to guess how plus I am if you tech and I just do 3B. Just take a wild guess.
Mm. Did you just say it? Or a +1?
No. That's if I 3BB. If I 3BB and finish a string, I'm +1. But what if I 3B and you randomly tech? And you raw tech?
Oh, +10?
Guess higher.
No. Shut up.
Yeah, higher.
15?
Keep going.
A million.
Well, you gotta go lower than a million. It's around +30.
That's insane.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is
people need to learn how to crouch cancel. Stop doing that fleet 6 shit.
Yes, I want you to side tech and try to GI, or actually just side tech and try to soul charge, right?
Okay.
That's easy, right? Couldn't do it, could you?
I couldn't. Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead and back tech and try to soul charge. That's one way to get out of it, because there's certain if you back tech, you have if back tech and forward tech are, so forward tech is the fastest, back tech is the second fastest, and side techs are the worst when it comes to recovery animation, right? But it's like, okay, that's fine, you just then that happens and it covers every single situation.
And it's like you got to tech, right? Because really, it's not, the mix-up is too strong where the mix-up of 3BB is there. So you got to tech. I mean, that's scary. Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah. And not even to mention, you tech and I can 3B hold until it dragonflies. So now you tech into a mix-up, right?
Exactly.
So there's a lot of stuff there. So please learn how to full cross 3K RCC 3B. It's super important for this character. It just enhances your Oki. But 4 cost 3K is a monster of a move. There are certain situations where, like, if your guard is red, this is checkmate situation. Like, I don't know if there's a way to get your guard. Actually, just keep blocking real quick. Let's see. So there are certain situations where, like,
Oh,
and then
oh
I get my
no.
choice of the wall, or I get my choice of like the half screen ring out stuff. You know what I mean? So there's certain
Crazy.
situations like that where it's just checkmate.
Right.
Right. Which is super important. Um, those are probably the 3 big moves that a lot of Yoshimitsu players are familiar with. BBB is really good because you can counter hit confirm if they have 2 bars for a lethal hit. Another underrated moves are 3A series. This is counter hit confirmable. Has a mix up on it as well. Really good. 1K is super good to kind of set up your lows.
Very good. Yes.
Let's see. 4A Brave Edge is really good because on counter hit it does like their whole entire life bar. Like that is 74. If I get the counter hit, it's like I think at least 90. And the cool thing is it isn't back turn. Oh, that's also good movie. But like, you know, kind of sit here and then bam, 91 damage for trying to move.
Oof.
And if you block it, I'm +8. So like it doesn't really matter. You know, so like
You know, it's funny. This one thing when I pocketed Yoshi, I never just threw this move at neutral. I didn't realize it was that good. I was only using it for combos. That's
it's
insane.
so good.
Wow, that's insane. That's really good.
Yeah, obviously the coveted 2-2B is still there. He still has his reverse ring out combo. So don't fret. You know, 2-2B just
We're gonna show people that in the ring out section. That's dope.
yeah. So, but yeah, 2-2B is very good. Brave Edge is really good because I-10 counter hit starter. Super fantastic move. MCF is very good. 6K is super good. 6K is hard to step to one side. Like versus like Mina, you just like 6K all day. Like
Can
it's,
you
it's safe.
Can you go over a little bit the AA mix up? Like, there's actually quite a few mix ups, not just AA Brave Edge, but the AA A slide B.
Right.
So, because I don't think a lot of people realize how good that is. So maybe you can explain.
Yeah. So okay, so he's got like 3 different things off his AA. He's got AA Brave. He's got AA Brave A. Wow. AA Brave Edge, which guard breaks. AA which doesn't guard break.
Right.
And AA side B, which they're all important, right?
Mm.
So I want you to 2A after my AA. Is that what supposed to be? On hit, my bad. On hit. So a lot of people like to mash after Yoshimitsu's AA on hit because I'm -4. But you can't mash there.
You deserve this.
Because then I get a trade combo.
I'm sorry, if you're gonna hit in the fighting game, I don't care if you're minus. You know, if you get a hit, typically, not all the time, but typically when you're pressing buttons, you deserve this.
Yeah. It's like you get 2A. I think you get 2A under this, right? So go ahead and 2A on hit.
No,
you
not
can't 2A.
not a hit. No.
Okay. You can duck that. You can duck.
Right.
Pretty sure you can duck on hit, right? But yeah, you duck and you get launched for it, right? But the AA side B is good, and the AA side B does, I think, how much guard damage?
What's up,
Just a
Hudat?
little bit of guard damage.
Yeah, me too, Hudat. I know. I hate when people mash on hit. It's irritating. I know, man.
Yeah, it's the worst. A side B is a very good move because it does like it's safe, completely safe, 9% guard damage, and if you hit somebody, it's 0, but like you know you get meter, and if I counter hit you, so I can
Yeah, I was just back actually. There we go.
yeah, I get a combo.
That's gross.
A6 is very good, safe horizontal high. That I think it's +2 on hit, but on counter hit, it's +8. So very good move.
And the 3A series is really, really good too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
3A series is good. 3AB is very good for wall spots. 3AA is very good. 3AB is actually your I-14 punish. Fun fact. So Yoshimitsu punish in the game is really good. Pretty much, you pick a move that Yoshimitsu does, and it's really good. He's got triple roll, which is one of the dumbest moves in the game. I don't know why they made this move +4 on block, 50% guard damage. It's insane. It's super stupid. And I'll show you guys a trick as to why this move is dumb. Because Yoshimitsu used to be able to do wall rising being and take half your life. They said they reduced the damage scaling on this move, but they did. They just like moved it to a different move, right, or a different input, right? Yeah, so I'll give you an example, right? So like, you know, raise drive. That is 69 damage. Nice. So
that's launch punish though, isn't it? The full crouch 3A.
No, it's -16.
Oh, it's still pretty unsafe.
Yeah,
But it's not okay. So not as bad as I thought it would be. In Tekken, it's less
yeah,
punishable. Not here. Got it.
yeah. So like, you saw the first combo did 69 damage. Why did that one do 85?
Thanks,
Look at this. Look at this. 69,
Thanks,
85. You know, it's crazy. But yeah, True Roll is a good move because it is so long range. It's +4 on block. You cannot GI it. And when we get into a little bit, I don't know if we're doing an Oki section, but if we get into a little bit of Oki section, so I want you to get hit by a combo and then just tech.
Okay.
Oh, you got tech.
Damn it, I didn't tech. Ew.
Follows your tech. Yeah. And
Shut
you're
up.
-4.
Gross.
Yeah. We'll get to that in the Oki section. But yes, that's why it's a very good move from Yoshimitsu. 4+B is a very good move. 4-4A is a very good move. But as long as you're using like 6A+B, 1K, 3A series, 4A, full crouch 3K,
So
and
hold on.
Med-K.
You have a burden of knowledge here. You have a PhD with Yoshi too. But slow
Yes.
down a little bit and tell people like these are all great moves, but tell them why they're great moves. Because I don't think people they're seeing
Gotcha.
seeing you do stuff and Geo do stuff and Lolo do stuff, but they're not knowing why you're doing that stuff. I don't think.
Okay. Yeah. So back to Med-K. Med-K is a good move. Tech jumping, tech crouching, horizontal mid that's plus on block. I don't really need to kind of say more.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. Yeah, that's self-explanatory.
It's pretty good. 6A+B is a mid that is +7 on block into a mix-up, which does 9% guard damage. You know, they press a button, they can get hit immediately. If they try to step, I can like catch their step. If I just want pressure, I can A+B. That's plus like Flea A+B is +4 for some reason. There's tech traps off of that kind of stuff. There's also the new roll, which is like super fast, right? You know, you just roll and bam.
That is fast. Yeah.
There's also a low out of this. This move is really insane. 6A+B. It's just a good overall safe mid to pair up with full crouch 3K, right? And the thing about Yoshimitsu is Yoshimitsu has moves that work together in tandem, right? So the way you beat 6A+B is if you step, right? Because it's a vertical mid, right? You know, you just step or whatever. But like you can't step a horizontal low, right?
Exactly.
And so it's just pressure on pressure on pressure, right?
I've tried. Trust me, you can't beat that.
Yeah. So it's just those two moves work in tandem, like 6A+B full crouch 3K. And you might be wondering, well, like Med-K is a Hori mid. Is there anything that works in tandem with that? Technically, yes. So at round start, full crouch 3B is one of the
This is a good
moves
move.
that Yoshimitsu
This is a
has.
great new move. Yeah.
Yeah, it's safe. I can choose to take meter or not. Go ahead and tech after this, Nori.
Okay.
Same
that's
situation
nice.
happens again.
That's nice.
And you're in. And look at how much damage full crouch 3B does. This is 30 damage. It beats Nightmare Armor, beats AGA, 9% guard damage, breaks guard, by the way. Really good move to pair up with. So, like, if you look at tip range, Med-K, at that range, full crouch 3B hits as well. Right? So, like, normally it's like if you're trying to play keep out, right, you don't want to Med-K because then you're in the face, right? So you full crouch 3B, and then if they start ducking, then you start Med-K'ing them, they're incoming, and so you have like a little keep out mix there as well, right? So those two moves really work together in tandem, to kind of like keep your opponent at bay and keep your opponent guessing. 3A series is good because it's a safe horizontal mid, that stops your opponent from moving. It also has like phantom range for some reason. I don't know why it has phantom range. That's not full crouch. That's not.
It does.
Like,
that should.
yeah, like
that doesn't make sense.
It's got a lot of range and on counter hit. So go ahead and like just keep stepping. Oops. You can counter hit confirm it. Right?
I did not know you could counter hit from it. That's dope.
Yes. One thing, like you talked about RCCing, another concept that Yoshimitsu has is important is counter hit confirming, because if you can counter hit confirm, oops, that's not a counter hit. If you counter hit confirm, he becomes way scary. You counter hit confirm AA Brave Edge, you counter hit confirm 3AB, you counter hit confirm BBB because you can counter hit confirm BBB.
And I just want kind of the people maybe who are stuck or newer players to just look at the animation when he's hitting me. It's very light. You see, it's like light yellow, light orange. But look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at counter hit. It's a visual difference. So it's counter hit, like a visual confirm. See right there? It's like purple and blue. What's blue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the blue
That's
little
the visual.
sword effect at the end is what I look for when I go for
Mhm.
counter hits, right?
Right.
If you see the blue, you can definitely like just counter hit confirm, right? You see the blue come out, you press your confirm and you're good to go.
Right.
Right, that's super important when it comes to stuff like that. It's important when it comes to like certain combos too, right? Because 6A plus B, you know, if I don't get a counter hit, I can't use Sifly Behold. But if I get a counter hit, so go ahead and counter, I can get a different combo, right?
Right.
So it's super important. A lot of Yoshimitsu confirms a lot of Yoshimitsu stuff. It's something that you just need to understand and just need to learn as a Yoshimitsu player,
Mhm.
right? Character is very easy to pick up. You can 3B, full cost 3K. We're way to like a couple of wins, but if you want to like get really good with this character, you kind of have to start kind of confirming.
For sure.
But yeah, those are pretty much some of the key moves that I would use. But honestly, if you pick a move of Yoshimitsu, it's probably good. So don't be afraid to try out all the moves, right? I think his worst move probably would be I don't even know if I could have a worst move. Cause that's safe. That's -12. Good Hori mid. Maybe like
I
I
wouldn't
don't
say
even
Yoshi
have
has
it.
bad moves, but I do think he gets away with a lot of murder because people don't realize how he's, to me, an excellent Punisher. Has great
Mhm.
everything, but he's negative on hit on quite a few things where people don't realize they could get their turn back.
Yes, and we'll talk about that in a second because
Absolutely.
that's in the anti section.
Yes.
Two moves
Yes.
that are
Yes.
also good for Yoshimitsu is 9K. It's a tech jumping mid that knocks down on regular hit. It's also I-20 punish, and 6's K, which is also a tech jumping mid that knocks down to this safe.
Yep.
So yeah, the only issue with 9K is you can actually step 9K. It's very hard, but you can definitely step it. Like if you tap it, like yeah, there you go. You just did it.
You know, I remember you telling me
Uh,
about it on Twitter. I was like, "No, you're wrong. You can step. You can't step it." You're like, "No, you can." I'm like, "Oh shit, you're right." Oops.
And then Scissors K, Scissors K is actually surprisingly hard to step for some characters. Like you just kind of keep running in their spot, you
Hey,
know.
so while it pertains to the section, what is the someone's asking the point of mid slap you silly, but I think they mean door knocker.
Oh, this
Yeah.
door knocker. Oh, get counter hit real quick. Just backstep. Yeah, it's a free 90 damage confirm if you can counter hit. If you can counter hit confirm.
And
If you can't counter hit confirm,
right.
so if you even if you can't counter hit confirm, you just mash it. It's still super good, right? Still 50 damage. The cool thing I like to do is that because door knocker is mid high, so like block the first one, duck the second one. Is mid high, but you know what you can do is you do something like this, and now all of a sudden they're conditioned to do something,
Right.
right?
Right.
So like it's very it's very good, and you can delay it as well. Super good
Oh,
move. It also starts
also,
starts a lot of stuff.
hold on. He's saying
To,
full crouch mid spins, full crouch one
oh,
BB.
this
Oh,
this what is the purpose of that? Normally because when you're crouching, you want to end a round. You don't want to commit to like 4KB because if they step that, you die. Stop You Silly is really good to end rounds because one, it's really hard to tell when it's going to end. There's 5 hits, right? But also, the first 3 are natural combo hits. It's also good in certain matchups like versus Talon when she
mhm.
does like 6KB on your block. Stop You Silly actually beats 95% of the options that Talon can do, right?
Wow.
So
Didn't know
it's a
that.
very good move. Yeah, it's a very good move to kind of throw out there. Um, and pretty sure it's high 14 or something like that. It's negative on hit, right? But I mean, that's all of Yoshimitsu's kit, right? But it's a good way
Right.
to
Right.
end rounds without them stepping your 4KB, which is pretty important. Especially with Cervantes because Cervantes can step Yoshi's 4KB to one side, right? So
Yeah.
you can't really step a horizontal, right? So that's probably the biggest use that I would get from it. I like to use it just to end rounds. I'll just come up and just side silly twice, and then it's this awkward moment that I'm just like bang 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 bang, and I just do it a lot, right? I think it works for me, but that's kind of like the place where I would place it. If that makes sense.
Good call outs, man. I think you kind of covered anti step pretty well.
Well, yeah,
But feel free to add if you want to add more. Go ahead.
yeah, 3A, full cross 3K. 6AB, if you know what's gonna happen. 4A Brave Edge, which is +8 on block, 90 damage on counter hit, really good. A Brave Edge, which starts combos from like half screen to the wall, super good. This is A if you really want meter, it's -12, but if you need if you need to stop people from box stepping, you can this is A. Minus, I think it's minus on hit though. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the way you stop step. with Yoshi. 6K if you're really ballsy. Med K is also a fantastic way to stop step with your mid horizontal that's plus on block. So yeah, that's probably the best ways to stop step. That's not
It's scary
advanced.
as a person who's an habitual stepper. Yoshimitsu is it's tough, man. He's got
Yes.
excellent ways to like. No, you need to stop moving.
Yes. This character is insane. This character's control when he's in your face. He's got good horizontal step. Stop horizontal. Stop. He's got good ways to stop your horizontal step, but he doesn't have the best ways to stop your vertical back step, which is the weakness of the character.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's not a good way to kill backdashing, does he?
Not really. I mean, the best way to kill it is B side A, right? Or if you know they're gonna dedicate backstep, you just trooper roll. Or you try to med K, but even then, movement meta is just so good. People just 4G, so it's kind of hard to set up your med Ks. You really
Silver
have to
Forte, little. I'm sorry, slide AB. I think that's a vertical. I don't think that's a horizontal.
B side A or slide AB, yeah. This is a
You can step that all day. Yeah.
Yes.
It is a Hori.
No, my bad.
Vertical.
You're
Yeah,
right.
right. Yeah.
You're correct. It's vertical.
Yeah, you can step that all day.
Yeah. But yeah, step killers. That's pretty much it. Like, hit a horizontal button on Yoshi. It's super good. The issue is backstepping. That's the issue. Which a lot of players, a lot of Yoshimitsu players kind of meme. They're like, oh, well, like, just 4G versus the character. I mean, it's not necessarily wrong, but well, if you call it out, if you frame trap the backstep, it becomes a lot easier to deal with, right? So let's say like how do I frame trap this backstep? So let's say I like 4A plus BU and then you backstep with my 4A plus B, right? So let's say I like, bam, man, that's crazy. You just like try to backstep from me. You just lost half your life trying to backstab when I have frames, right?
Yeah,
Obviously you can backstep.
If I get hit by 85 damage for backstepping, I'm probably not doing it for a while.
Right. Like, obviously you can backstab out of stuff like this after stuff like AA on hit, because like, you just I can't frame trap it. But really, in reality, when you're trying to catch backstep with Yoshi, you have to frame trap it, right? Which is really hard, right? Because then like,
and even then, hold on, I want to kind of elaborate on that. Like, I know he has weaknesses and stuff, but even then, if someone's back and dashing away from you, why is that a horrible thing? Yoshimitsu has, and this whole we need to kill this whole stigma that he can't fight at mid range. We need to kill that tonight because he can fight at mid range.
Like this reaches further than AGA in some instances. He also can you do me a favor? Can you go to the opposite side of the screen for me? No, the other way. Yeah. You know, create as much distance as possible, right? It's kind of crazy. Yoshimitsu really kind of struggles to.
I know.
Well, maybe like you could like. I don't know, like, well, that's super obvious, like Yoshimitsu's definitely like, oh, well, like, okay, it's a minigame, like Yoshimitsu definitely doesn't have ways to get in, right? Oh, he's like, right, that was more of a meme. It's like, also, it's like, it's like, well, if they whip from all the way over there, you can't really do anything. It's kind of insane that. Oh.
Ask any Ivor Minamain how much they love that CE with Yoshi, because when he has butter on him, he controls the whole screen now. You can't whiff anymore.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, if you like, why would anyone approach Yoshimitsu if they're all the way out there? Man, it's almost like he has a stance where he can just like gain meter and force you to approach him.
Exactly.
Kind of crazy if you think about it, right? So this character, I think people don't like that it requires a lot of creativity to stop backstep. But that's kind of what you have to do with it when you play this character. You kind of have to have that creative mindset to stop the backstep. Otherwise, it's just not going to get stopped. Right?
So that's why we have you on here, because I feel like a lot of people are driving Ferraris and you don't know how to drive one. Like, and that's okay. And that's okay. That's why we're here, right? Just because a character's top tier, you have to know why they're top tier, because it's not always obvious. It's just that this guy has everything he needs to win. I can't think of a way where like you're playing Yoshi or Reason. Oh, I have to switch characters. No, you don't. You just gotta play.
Yeah, exactly. When I was playing Nowo and Days as Kylo, I lost to Yoshi, and I was like, I just got outplayed. And I picked the cooler character. But enough about Huang. But yeah, that's pretty much Yoshi. Like getting in is kind of like you have to be creative because then you also have like this dumb move. You know, you triple roll and then you triple roll again and like it's like you triple roll and triple block and you med K and like look at how much distance this covers. It's a pretty significant distance. If you just like you just roll, it's pretty significant, right?
Right.
B side A is probably your best tool. One of the annoying things is that like so get hit by AA and then backstep. One of the annoying things is like that sometimes that'll happen to you, but in reality, like you just take your space, right? Sometimes one of the things I think is important to understand as a conceptual wise when it comes to playing Yoshimitsu is the importance of punishing backstep by taking space, right? People normally backstep to get away from you, right?
Right.
They're not backstepping to stay with you, right? So you take the space, right? And so I want you to after my AA just keep backstepping.
Okay.
Just try to just keep backstepping. And like especially in a game where forward movement is way faster than backstepping, there's no way he's gonna stay away from me, right? So then he's either committed to like mashing and stuff like that, which then you start like, you know, he mashed after my A, or like I can start GIing, and then all of a sudden like now I'm plus however whatever he swings to my GI, stuff like that. So you have to like think about the game a little bit differently when you're playing Yoshimitsu. It's not as like I'm +4, I can do this, he can't do this. There are some situations where he has that, but not too many of them. But the ones where he does have that,
not
it's just kind of
he's not a flow chart character. I think too many Yoshi players run into that where they have a set number of moves. I want to do this to this to this to that, and then if someone drives into the lane, oh wait, hold on, there's something wrong with the character. No, man, you're just using the wrong tool, and that's okay. That's why we're doing the session.
Yeah, character's super good. That's really it when it comes to stopping backstep and
Silver Forte, yes, AA has excellent follow-ups. I will clip this video tonight and I will have it posted tomorrow. You missed that section, but yes, AA does have excellent follow-ups. Let's go over it real quick because I'm a nice guy. I'm a fucking nice guy.
Yeah, AAA is really good because it stops all mashing. AAB allows you to, or AA side B allows you to trade with I-12. So like, let's say he bashes his 3A there or 2A there, I can get a combo there and do dumb stuff. I'm pretty sure I can get more there, maybe.
Probably could.
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've done this setup. You gotta get hit.
I know you've been cheating with Wong, so.
True. Oh no, it's I-18, so you get a launch or 4KB. And AA Brave Edge is obviously self-explanatory. You know, you counter hit somebody and you get wall splat, stuff like that. You know, it's just wow. I missed my AA Brave Edge. It's crazy. You know, you wall splat somebody and then you get MCF and then all that good stuff.
Man, you're gonna make people puke when we get to the wall section.
If I can hit my combos, yeah.
But you don't need the like super advanced shit. Like that works, but even the basics take off over 100 and you get Oki. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is very true.
Yoshi's got everything. Yoshi's got everything, everybody. Not hearing no Yoshi downplaying. Stop it.
Yes. At some point we probably should talk about stances because his stance have good moves. I know we talked about Flea stance, Dragonfly stance. We'll talk about Dragonfly stance real quick. A+B is your fastest move out of Dragonfly. It's unsafe on block. It's at least -14. Can't cancel. I can cancel it and stop like that, cool. but I can't. I will get flown or floated by an AA, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dragonfly K is really good because it's +8 on hit, which is one of the situations where you can't really do much versus Yoshimitsu.
Nope. Right.
And there's cool little setups where like if you delay your AA by a frame, you can actually like frame trap soul charge and take their bar from it. But that's a whole different thing. You have to like RCC AA. It's really cool. But it's +8, really good. One of the places you can frame trap movement. Dragonfly B +2 on block, really good move. Puts your opponent in force crouch. Can be stepped, but it's still a really good move. Dragonfly A is really good. Now they buffed Dragonfly A. It's really cool. They buffed it and nerfed it. So the ring out range isn't as far as it used to be, but now you can't really cheese your way underneath it. So there are some characters like Talum who would see me go into Dragonfly stance after Med K and they were 1A+B, and I would end up going behind them and they could punish me. But now if any part of Dragonfly A hits you, you will always be knocked down.
That's dope. Right? That's dope.
No matter how if you try to go under it. Yeah, it's really sick. And so you can get combos and cool tech traps off of it. But super good. Dragonfly A is one of his best wall starters. It's just so much damage. Meditation Stance. The best move is Med K. Obviously, I don't really think we need to go over that one. It's got Penguin Slide, which is good in some situations.
That's a good round ender, right? That's a good round ender.
Yeah, good round ender.
Yeah.
Versus some situations on Fleet K, there's some characters that really do well versus blocking Fleet K, like Zhanghua and Ivy.
Mhm.
Ivy has Christmas Tree, which really much deletes all my options afterwards. But if I immediate Penguin Slide, I can go under the Christmas Tree and punish it for Christmas Tree.
I didn't know that.
Cool little, cool
That's
little niche
crazy.
situation there.
That is cool.
What else is there? There's Fleet A or Meditation A, which is cool. There's Meditation B, which parries things, but Meditation B on block is minus 14. Not a lot of people know that. They just block this and like have it for free. I don't know if Cervantes can punish it.
Of course, Cervantes.
But yeah,
I don't have shit.
it's minus 14. I promise you.
No, I believe you. That's just really cool that unless my back's to the wall, which you're not going to be doing in that situation. Yeah. Punish you. That's dope.
Yeah. Super Dragonfly is a stance we can talk about when we get there, but it's kind of not the greatest stance. You don't really see Yoshimitsu using Super Dragonfly a lot, but those are stances in a nutshell. They're all really good. The only stance you don't really want to use raw is probably all of them are good raw. Actually, this character is kind of insane.
He is, man.
But yeah, that's probably it for the stance section.
Let's go over. Okay, so let's see. Before we get all the juicy stuff, let's go over his RE safe moves.
Okay. So the RE save moves are character dependent. And as a Yoshimitsu main, there are a few moves that you need to understand which ones are safe and which ones are not safe. I think versus Cervantes is safe, so I want you to RE after blocking Dragonfly, after blocking Medkay. Yeah, so that's RE safe. I think I can. Yeah, so that's RE safe versus like Cervantes, but not RE safe versus Nightmare, Siegfried, Raphael, and Sophidia.
Okay.
Right. Or not. It's RE safe, but I don't think I can RI it if I recall correctly. There's also this move, Dragonfly K. Go ahead and RE after Med K again. That is RE safe. That's super important. There are also moves that are just generally just RE safe in general, like BB and stuff like that. It's really weird. It's really weird because so RE after Dragonfly K again, or not Dragonfly, Med K again. So like I can step to that side, right? Can't step to that side, right? Versus certain characters, the only way to make this safe is a spin.
Oh.
Right? And so this is where you get into like cool stuff like
That's sick.
Yes, and he's got really cool combos from that. Really good. If you catch somebody RAing just 4A plus B, super good. He's got RA again. If you don't want to do a dumb combo, you can do a dumb combo like me, right? Wow, I'm so bad at combos. Dash 4. I'd like to dash 4KB, but I promise it works.
Oh,
I mean, maybe I'm just. Am I just bad?
I mean, the first part is acceptance.
You can also.
Why isn't anything working? What is this?
What is this game? I promise it works.
What about 66AB?
You can definitely this is A plus B, right? But I promise you can you can dash up 4KB for Oki. If you really want to do the hard combo, there it is. That's the hard combo.
That's crazy.
Don't it took 94 damage, but don't worry about it. Just don't RE next time.
It's there. Right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's there.
Fun fact, pretty much all of Yoshimitsu's lethal hits do 90 damage or above. For the most part, except for like BBB. So if you get lethal by this character, you're dead. So go ahead and AA for me real quick. Just after this, go ahead and AA for me. It didn't trigger.
There we go.
Oh, that's not it. Sometimes this works. Is Cervantes the one character where it's like nitpicky? Either way, you do that and you do reverse ledge, and then you like do some cool stuff
Mm-hmm.
like this is KK, stuff like that, right? There's like 90
Right.
damage. It's actually just insane. But yeah, you're talking about RE safe moves. 3AA is RE safe, really good move. You
Oh
can throw it
yeah.
into any RE and then you just step and
Boom.
then
And then mess
you
up the
just kind
combo.
of
Oh, now you're getting it. Now
oh yeah,
you're a
now
real
I'm
Yoshi
getting there.
player.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, 3A is very notable. You can obviously kind of do that if you move it forward.
That's cool. That's
A
roaching.
Brave Edge, yeah, it's super cool. If you see an RE, you can always match A Brave Edge to it, and it will always work. If you absorb an RE with 6A plus B, Flee A plus B will always work there. No matter how he releases it, super good. I'm pretty sure 9K is RE safe too.
Wow.
If not, you can spin. I'm pretty sure you can spin. Maybe move him there. Yeah, pretty sure. I'm actually
crazy.
I'm gonna AA you and then just tap RE. Yeah, so you can make a lot of stuff
Crazy.
safe with spin and stuff like that. It really depends on which character. It's hard to say which RE moves are super safe because it depends on which character you're facing.
Okay.
Right? It's not as super cut and dry. But for the most part, 3A will always be safe.
Right.
Dragonfly B will always be safe unless you're fighting Sophidia, Siegfried, Raphael, and Nightmare, stuff like that. So
Okay.
3A, yeah, 3A always safe, stuff like that. And like the stance stuff that I put into RE is always safe. So yeah.
Thank you for that, my man. Let's
Sure.
get into post GI.
Oh, post GI. Okay, so
Let's do it.
there's really only one post GI. Well, there's a lot of post GI options you can do. But there's like the main post GI option is 6A plus B, right? Because so if you can, so I'm gonna AA you and then just AA back.
Okay.
Fits in a level 3 window. You know, you do your thing, right?
Right.
Now, do you have a level 2 GI? Let's see. What's level 2 GI that you have? I don't really know.
Shit, I don't know. Level 2 GI.
Go ahead and do that move again.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's level 2 GI. So after that, after I'm gonna AA you and then do that, and I want you to, after you get GI'd, I want you just to step. That's it.
Okay.
Well, I'm dog water. Oops. It's crazy.
Oh,
Call
I
your
can't.
step, right?
I can't.
It's crazy.
That's
Call your
crazy.
step.
That's
It's
nice.
insane.
That's nice.
And if you block it, I'm +7, right? So it's super good.
That's really good.
Another post GI option that's very good is go ahead and just it's 6K Brave Edge because it's I-16. It will fit into the level 2 GI window as well. Super good. Another good post GI option is full cost 3K because people autopilot step afterwards.
Oh yeah.
And then you get your mix or whatever. Man, I can't RCC. Some combos work and some combos don't. But yeah, you can do that. Get your mix. Those are pretty much just really good post options. If you're going to A plus B, okay, I'm gonna talk about A plus B real quick because Yoshimitsu is like it doesn't reach at max distance. You are correct. It does not reach at max distance. But what you really are supposed to do, so I'm gonna 1K you and then just hit AA.
Okay. Oh, just kidding me. AA.
Yeah. If you dash forward and do it, sometimes what happens is if you dash forward, they start the GI anyway. So like, you know, you just and then you kind of go ham, right? And then it depends on wow, I almost hit the wall there. Then you look at where you're at, stuff like that. But that's really how you're supposed to use A plus B. You're supposed to dash up and see what they do, right? And then do it. Another good post GI option is if they're doing it immediately, is just re-GI immediately. Or well, you gotta get GI'd first. I got GI now.
What are we doing here, Bloomington?
Okay, so I'm gonna AA you.
Yeah.
You AA me. I'm gonna GI you, and then you re-GI my GI.
All right, it's too complicated, but okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
and
shit.
the cool thing about that is this is guaranteed. So.
Oh
yeah, you cannot
remember
do that. Yeah.
That's an old season 1 combo, right?
Season 1, season 2 combo it wasn't even combo. You just can't escape it.
That's funny.
It's just super good. It does like 90 damage.
But Yoshi's not that good.
But yeah, that's post GI in a nutshell. There's not really much else you do in post GI, besides those things. As my cat just jumps on me and scares me and says hello. But yes, that's post GI in a nutshell.
That's pretty insane, man. Let's go to Ringouts.
Oh, you want to go to Ringouts? Okay, so you want to start with half wall ringouts? You want to start with I feel like I had to switch stage.
Whatever you want to do to make people sick, go for it.
Okay, sick. All right, so we'll go to the temple stage because it has half walls and full walls, which is super important.
Everybody joining, I do appreciate you chilling with us. I love these breakdowns by Boom, one of my favorites. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you. Do you have a particular? Oh wait, you want your
old man. Yeah,
you want your Heihachi's in.
Because that's how I imagine myself looking in like 10 years. So
I respect that.
Yeah. Same haircut.
So, true. So, like, the thing about this character is that there's so many ways to ring out. It's actually just kind of insane. So, do I really expose this character?
You should.
Okay, so, you know.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, true. I do the cool. So half wall ring outs. You can 6A plus B over the half wall, but that's not always going to be an option. So let's say one of the cool things you can do is goodbye kitty. The cool thing you can do MCF. Oh, that's bad. Execution is dog water. So you can it. Anything in the wall rising B.
Ooh.
And you can kind of flash you can flash at some point, right? So if I do a high enough, I'll get the reroll splat.
Wow, really? That's crazy.
Yeah. Man, I'm so bad at this. That's considered a full wall there, because this game's great. So now this game wants to act up. That's cool.
Wow.
You get your 3B, and then you can go over the wall depending on the angle.
That's still a lot of damage. 82. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. It works.
Crazy.
I promise. Just, this wall is weird, and that's pretty much one of the main ways to ring out. Anything in the wall rising B, dash up flash 3BB. I'm so bad at combos. I don't know why.
You're a little rusty with Yoshi. It's okay. All your times are going to Huang.
Yes.
It's betrayal, but everybody gets it. It's all good.
Yeah, something like that'll work. Especially on the port stage, that works. What else works? 6A plus B and the Flea B works as well. If you get a Dragonfly A splat, that should be your go-to.
Yeah.
Always. That always works. Yep.
If it's a tournament, keep it simple.
Yes.
Unless you're trying to embarrass somebody, then do the flash.
9K. Also, 9K gives you a weird splat, so you can literally flex if you 9K them on the wall. It really depends on what you wall splat them with. Right.
What?
Yeah, that happens sometimes too.
I've never seen it before. That's crazy.
But yeah, that's pretty much half wall stuff. Anything in the MCF, wall rising B, that's a flash, and then 3BB works really well on the port stage. But yeah, I can't do combos right now. That's pretty much half wall stuff. Full wall, not full wall stuff. Okay, so do you want to start from the middle of the stage, or my back to the wall? Which one do you want to start out with?
You're driving, homie. Go ahead.
Okay, so just do a long ass unblockable for me.
Go ahead.
All right, do it again. Wow, your back turn. This sucks. Well, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. Do it again.
Oh no. No.
Oh, you're still alive. You're still alive.
Oh,
but like if we started from come here.
We'll start right here.
Actually,
yeah.
you know what I can do? Oh yeah, I can't do that. So go ahead and do the unblockable again. Oh, I just technical cards.
Shit.
I'm getting deleted.
That's actually an old Cervantes trick. You just keep mashing that unblockable and hope you run into it.
Something like this. I think you're up.
Oh, gross. Ew.
Yeah. So 4/4 BB is very good because it also works after guard breaks, and you can reposition 6's AA, 6 BB, A plus B, and then you can do whatever you need to do. 9K into B side A sometimes works. 9K 6 BB Brave Edge into 9K into B side A also works. It's very good. Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up the best half ring out. So come here real quick. Shark attack.
Oh, gross. I think
Yeah.
I remember that. That's right.
Yeah.
Ew.
So
Yeah.
shark attack will always go over half walls if you 2-2B, depending on the angle, right? The thing you need to know about 2-2B is this combo does not work on back turned opponents. So
Hmm.
like the 4A Brave Edge will drop
Oh,
always
okay.
on back turned opponents.
That's good to know.
So it is not, yeah. And so people are like, well, how do you do the new reverse ring out, right? Because they nerfed this, right? So this used to be the reverse ring out. That goes nowhere now,
Right.
right? So what you do? So turn around for me, and then maybe I think that'll be it. That's still too close. You want to try to maximize the range. Back up a little bit. Just
Back up.
stand there real quick. Dash up 9K if I can get it, and then you do B side A. So you, oops, bing, bing. This is gonna be too far. You dash up 9K, B side A. That's your new reverse ring out combo.
Oh.
It goes
Okay.
further than Dragonfly A nowadays, and it actually requires execution, right? So it's not just like it's not just like it's not as free as Dragonfly A, but that's your new reverse
Right.
ring out combo. It's weird to get like the exact distance. But if you don't want to do the B side A and you want to spend the bar, you can.
Hey, you know what? Even if you're not displaying it, you're telling people what to do, and they can practice the shit on their own.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
can do.
Just tell them
Yeah,
the inputs. It's fine.
you can do the 6K Brave Edge. You have to dash up. So okay. So the weird thing about the reverse ring out combo is the way the 9K bounces, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to do the unblockable again. You see how like it's a higher
Shit.
it's a higher the later I do the 9K, the higher a bounce you get, right? So
Right.
do you have the unblockable anymore? So if
Oh, don't do it.
I do this, so if I like dash up, it's not as high, right?
Right.
But if I wait at the last possible moment, I'm higher, right? So you dash up to wait dash up. First of all, you dash up to push the body, right? And then you dash up 9K to make sure that you get the highest bounce possible in order to 6K Brave Edge or not 6K Brave Edge. I'll show you like this. So like, can't A6 there because I'm a scrub, but see how I can't 6K Brave Edge there? But now, if I dash up, I'm high enough to 6K Brave Edge.
That's it.
And it's
That's
super
it.
important to know for the reverse ring out. So, yeah, reverse ring out. Another good way to reverse ring out is 6 BB Brave Edge, because you can bring your opponent there, and just kind of do the thing.
Oof.
Super good. Wall Rising B is also a good way to start the reverse ring out. A lot of people think that like Yoshimitsu is the only way to reverse ring out is 2-2B, but he's got like a bajillion different ways to do that, right? You really want to like take in a certain place, you can just like full 4K and do it. Certain characters you can, I think like Asteron you can do this, and like Zastamo maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much the reverse ring out combo in a nutshell. Super good, super dope. This character's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really, really strong. So, I think we mostly covered everything we can. We can't get everything, guys, because Yoshimitsu is a complex character. He has strong basics, but his best shit is complex, and that's good. He has a lot of layers to him. We're gonna actually go into. We're gonna try to make this brief, but we're gonna go into the anti-Yoshi section. How to beat him.
Okay, anti-Yoshi section. Okay. Where do I begin? The biggest thing that you have to do versus Yoshi is manage your meter. You have to manage your meter, right? The place that you're supposed to use your meter versus Yoshimitsu is after you block Med-K. So go ahead and block Med-K and slow charge. If I guard, it pushes me away. I don't get splat, right?
That's
but let's
insane.
say I do any move in Dragonfly, right? All of a sudden, I'm splat, right?
Right.
It is so important that if you need to dictate the momentum that Yoshimitsu puts on you when he does Med Ks, you have to use your meter there. That is one spot that I will always use my meter.
Agreed.
Right? I will always use meter there. Another way to counter Yoshimitsu is not outside the reverse conditioning kind of aspect, but understanding how to move and when to move. Right? You don't want to move when Yoshimitsu counter hits you. You don't want to move. Right, this character has so many ways to counter hit you. Like 3 on counter hit is +6, right? You don't really want to move there, right?
Sure.
But you know, he gets like an AA, you can back away, right? 1Ks you on hit, like 1Ks you on hit. The amount of dexterity Yoshimitsu mains need to do to be able to catch your backstep after 1K. Like I have to backstep at the 1K, and then I have to perfectly time my B side A without like any leniency, otherwise you're safe, right?
What is
So, like,
will 4KB work?
No, because 1KB is I-18, so you can always block, right?
Gotcha.
So after things like 1K, after things like AA, you take your turn by getting away.
Okay.
Right? You don't take your turn by mashing with this character, right? You never want to mash fest with this character, right? So like one of the things that is dumb is like, so I'm gonna 2A you and I want you to guess between if you're gonna sidestep or back. Actually, so I'm gonna 2A you and then I want you to backstep. Right?
Okay.
Oh, that didn't work. This should work though. Yeah, there it is. So like, I can also do that.
Right.
Which, yeah.
Blows that
So
up, yeah.
yeah. So if let's say we're mashing and 2A hits you, all of a sudden I have a frame trap because 2A is +6, and it's like I have a frame trap and then I can ring you out if I really want to, or you go ahead and sidestep.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden,
you're
you're in this mix. Yeah, you're in this mix, right? So you don't really want to like mash at a certain thing. You have to understand where his frame advantage is, where and when, and once you understand that, that's where you can like mash movement, right? After 1K, after AA, after 3 on normal hit, right? After BB on normal hit, right? You can even backstep at the 4KB because it's only -2 on hit or +2 on hit, right? But you just have to understand like where his frame advantage is, and once you understand where his frame advantage is, you move accordingly. Now that's not to say that you cannot mash against Yoshimitsu, right? Because there is a way to mash versus this character, and the way to mash versus this character is actually on your advantage, right? So if like Yoshimitsu players are gonna mash because they're like, oh well, I have an I-10 AA, bro, and I want to stay in, right?
Right.
If you 2A me and I keep mashing, I should die, right?
Right.
That should just be the thing, right? If I'm -6, I should die, right? But also, another place you wanna understand, if you understand how the way like Yoshimitsu's good moves work, Yoshimitsu requires you to be blocking for him to hit you with his mix, right? In order for me to hit you with 6A plus B, what do you have to do? You gotta be blocking and standing there, right? In order for me to hit you with Med K, you have to be blocking and standing there, right? As good as Med K is, it's about at least I-30, right? So one of the good ways to actually stop Yoshimitsu from entering stance and doing stance shenanigans is actually like mashing a 2A here and there, right? Like an AA,
Right.
2A, back off. Like a AA, BB, back off, right? Because in order for Yoshimitsu to really counter hit you and really have it hurt, he one has to have frame advantage, and 2 has to be in your face, right? So like if you're at this range and being active with your movement and buttons, right? Like you 2A me and I try to get in and stuff like that, right? Like it's hard for me to do what Yoshimitsu wants to do, which is get you to sit there and block. If you're sitting there and blocking versus Yoshimitsu, then
You're
like
gonna die.
I think it's funny because people are like, oh yeah, he just full crouch 3Ks me to death or 3Bs me to death.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why? Because you're allowing him to do it, right? You're sitting there in his effective range, and you're just like, oh well, like okay, I guess it's your turn, right? And the thing about this character is this character makes you take risks, right? This is why this character is very good, is because he makes you take risks that are like 99 times out of 100 are in his favor, right? But in order to get this character off of you, you have to be active with your movement, have to understand where to press when he's at like 0 or negative on hit, and you have to understand how to mash and where to mash. Mashing is not bad. Don't ever let anybody tell you mashing is bad. Where you mash and how you mash is what determines whether it's good or bad.
Mashing too much.
Right?
If mashing is your personality, it's going to be bad because you're going to be known for it and you're going to get blown the fuck up. But calculated mashing once in a while, like, hey, like, I'm +2 here, right? Who the fuck in their right mind is going to sit here and never do anything after this? You're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You're going to step, you're going
Right.
to challenge me, you're going to make me do stupid shit like this so you can jump over it. Like, you can't let people just frame trap you to death. You'll die. You're crazy.
Right. In this game where like depending on the frames, like let's say you beast like me and A afterwards, like just go ahead and do that real quick. Just beast like me AA, where like you can 2A under things and like jump attack over things. People are going to mash.
Like
right?
me, I'm a good example for it. I'm K2 here. I have no real business doing anything, but you know,
Yeah, people. Yeah, like stuff like that, right? Like that's a good mash because you're expecting something and you mash afterwards, right?
right.
And that's the way you had to be Yoshimitsu is by being active with your movement, backstepping a lot, box stepping, which is hitting backstep and then a side step motion. It could be for 8G, it could be for 2G because Yoshimitsu really has to commit to stop your box stepping as well as your back stepping.
Right.
And just using your buttons at right times in order to stop him from getting you to stand still and guard. That's really the biggest things. Using your meter when you have to deal with mix-ups. Like if I say plus B on block, go ahead and soul charge. They fixed that. So before previous patches, I would 8 your soul charge. But now, whenever Yoshimitsu puts you in the mix and you have meter and you're scared, you soul charge out. Sure, he takes your bar, but you're not dead.
Right.
You know?
That's a good call out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like that. And also, fellas, Yoshis, stop doing 3AA all the fucking time. Mix it up a B once in a while. But people are doing 3AA over and over and over because no one's ducking that shit. Why you guys aren't ducking this? You gotta duck this sometimes, man. You have to duck it.
It's so. The thing about 3A is I think people would underestimate. Single 3A is so good.
Right,
because
but
it's only
too many Yoshis don't do that though. Like they'll do 3AA
Oh, yeah.
over and over and over, and like fellas, duck the second part. And I know there's a mid. Like if your back's to the wall, take the fucking A all day. I ain't ducking. Like you don't want.
Yeah, of course.
I get that, but there's too many times where people using this as a. I ain't gonna call on names, but there's too many Yoshis that use this too much as a mix-up, and it's not entirely their fault because people they're playing are not actively trying to punish them for it.
Right.
It's a bad habit, though.
Yeah. I do want to address the 3B mix-up, 3B full house 3K mix-up.
Go for it.
Because some people are like, well, it's so good, but it's not. It's good when they condition you to stand still, right? And some characters don't have the movement to kind of be active. Like Siegfried doesn't really have the movement to kind of be active. Like his movement's like some of the worst movement in the game.
It's also
They
super
can't
risky
really,
too. It's not like full crash 3K. You get launched to the moon for that.
Right. So the way you have to deal with Yoshimitsu is the mix-up is you want to condition him to one part of the mix-up and then punish him for it, right? So if you're standing still, I have access to full crouch 3K, 3BB, and 6A plus B, right? But what happens if you backstep, right? So like, okay, so if I AA you, right, and then backstep, all of a sudden, I try to 3BB you, I can't do it. All of a sudden, I'm forced in the full crouch 3K you, right? And then you've conditioned me to try to full crouch 3K, right? And so let's say your movement's not that good. You backdash once and block. So it's backdash once and crouch. All of a sudden, I'm conditioned to full crouch 3K because the only thing that will catch you, and then I die. And now I'm scared to do my mix-up. Right?
That's true.
And I think one of the things that's important and one of the things that a lot of players don't have this in Caliber is good active defense. Right?
I agree.
A lot of times people think Caliber defense is just like, oh,
hold this.
Yeah. That too, but they're like, oh yeah, I'm blocking everything and punishing everything. Then you fight 2B and they're like, oh, I can't just sit there and block. What do I do? Or they fight Yoshi and they're like, oh, I can't sit there and block. What do I do? Because your active defense is not that good. You're not conditioning your opponent to one part of the mix-up and then punishing them for it, right? One of the ways to beat mix-up characters is to make them scared to do their own mix-up because you've conditioned them and you're in their head, right? Just as much as the mix-up is in your head, just as much as they are in your head with the mix-up, you are also in their head with the mix-up. Depending on your defense. You ever like see like you fight a person and like you block their mix up and they just never do it again
Exactly.
because you blocked it?
Exactly.
It's
demoralizing.
just,
it is nothing more demoralizing. Oh man, he knew the way. Like, you know, I'll do this and people do 2A and I'll hit you with a lethal hit or whatever, and all of a sudden many of them just like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna let him have his K2.
Yeah. It's so important to understand how you are actively conditioning somebody with your active defense, because that's how you beat this character.
Yeah.
So
you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I hate being corny, but it is true. Like when I'm fighting like really, really, really top Yoshis, you know, Boom or Geo or hell random other Yoshis I run into, like, oh man, this guy's like really fucking good. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable because he is a weird character. But has an answer for everything if he's on his shit. Like he really does.
Yes. Other quick anti-Yoshi things. Fukashi K is -20.
Yep.
Please punish that accordingly. Yeah, that's free. What else is there? Watch your meter. Never have 2 bars versus Yoshi because he just BBBs you. Yep. And then he gets his bar back or does whatever he wants. Or he 2-2A's you, which is pretty stupid. 2-2A. -20. So make sure you punish this -20. -19 at tip. But
I didn't even know that.
None of you are gonna counter that too many times. So please make note of that. Something that is also important to know that is Yoshi's actually kind of really safe, to be frank with you.
I agree. I agree.
Another thing, Dragonfly K is -16 on block, so please punish accordingly. Dragonfly A is -12. You have to punish that accordingly. BBB -12. Dragonfly A -12. Those are the things that those are really the big -12 things you need to punish. Everything else is just he's either super safe or it doesn't really do it like that.
And back B is negative on hit.
Yes, but it doesn't really matter because he kind of pushes you. Oh, back B is also minus something. I think it's -14. That's 16. That's 12. No. What you did was 16. I forget what move you did, but I try SIB or try K6 because K6 is easier I-14 punish, right?
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's I-14. Oh, that's not. Is that I-14 or am I bugging?
Hey.
I'll try K7A.
Honestly, that's my 14.
Oh, 3K. Okay, then it's -12.
Yeah, which is great. But I mean, he shouldn't be doing back B and then going for a full mix-up or being aggressive, which I see a lot of Yoshis do. Not something I recommend if they know. Again, they have to prove to you they know the matchup, right?
Right.
But yeah, the highest levels, people know when he does that. And a smart Yoshi's going to do back B. They're probably just going to back off.
Yes.
From what I see.
Yeah, I'm out of here, man. I'm not. I have no advantage to press.
Yeah, when I played Geo, my God, anything I did -12, -14. He stabbed me and he backed off. It was the most frustrating thing.
Takes your meters. Give me your meter. I'm out of here.
Exactly. Let's see what else. Also, thanks, Sweaty. K6 is 16. Yeah, I figured it's. Yeah, I wish that shit was 14. If you guys have questions, want to pick his brain about Yoshi, feel free. Start getting those because we're almost at the end of the session. Let's see here. We went 3A, 6A. Oh, the 6A series is good, but it's kind of fraudulent to keep spamming it. You can GI both options.
Yes. You can GI both hits. With the same GI timing. I have a lethal hit because I have 7 soul steals. The cool thing about 6AB is that it is +4 on block, so like it's cool. It's the most garbage lethal hit in the game. I swear on my life, it's so bad. Yeah. You just it's. I mean, it's cool because you can hit confirm it, but you don't really get much.
Yeah. For all that work, like imagine if I did all those gunshots, I didn't get anything off it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I
Okay,
miss
Parsec.
my.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, not that. I miss my my grab lethal hit. I missed this. It was so good.
Oh, something I want to address in the anti-Yoshi section also. Okay,
What's up?
when Yoshi's in Soul Charge,
Hmm.
one of the safest things to do is lay on the ground.
Yes, yes. Well, yes.
I
But
like
also,
that, not all the time, but I like that option way better than I like getting up and like, okay, am I gonna get murked but a low or a mid?
yeah. So this situation right here, you definitely want to stay on the ground.
Right.
You want to stay on the ground. Obviously there are ways that he can like make you get up. Like if he really wants to force you up,
Mm-hmm.
this is a thing. But also like if he wants to force you up without any risk, with risk, then obviously he can like
Just 3B, right? Yeah.
3B you, yeah. Um, but even then, if you give him 3B you, like you're wasting precious precious soul charge time that Yoshimitsu has,
Right.
and it's super important. What? Okay, another really good anti Yoshi thing in soul charge. I guess I should talk about a soul charge, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, we should go on that a little bit.
Okay, so this string. A lot of people. Do you know how to defend against this string?
Duck, and go ahead.
No.
What?
So yeah, because so technically I can.
It's terrible.
Oops. Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, dude.
So
Oh, I guess I don't.
yeah,
I'm bad at Soul
yeah.
Calibur. Cool, hell yeah.
So I want you to duck the K and then GI immediately.
Oh.
That is how you deal with this
Didn't
string.
know that.
A lot of people duck the low and they're like, I ducked the low, yes. And then they let him go in the sky for free. And it's just like, wait a second. No, take his turn. Like mess him up.
Right.
Like, you know? So you
Yeah.
like
GI
want to GI
second.
that.
Okay.
Honestly, as Cervantes, you can do your horror if you don't even want me to have a chance, but you can do your horizontal
Kick, right?
auto GI. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. For free, yeah.
that's sick.
You do that. Yeah. I think if you have like an I-12C like Zhang Hua, you can CE in between it. I'm pretty sure if you have a I-10 cross grab, you can cross grab it. It might be a cross grab with an I-12 cross grab. But yes, that is super important to understand, super important to note. Go ahead and block for me. Block mid. And then after you block this, I want you to 2A.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. It's got two parts, by the way. So just 2A afterwards. Yeah.
I tried.
Or after the second part, yeah. It's +2.
Yeah, that's great.
Right? +2. It jails now for God knows why, but it's just jails now, which I don't know why it jails, but
That's
it's
really
+2.
nice.
And you can class set up you for actually that's not even max damage. What is it?
You can't step. Yeah. So jailing
Yeah,
is
you
like
can't
you have to accept the whole string. Like whether it's a
Yes.
high or a mid, you can't step around it, you can't duck under it. You gotta just sit there.
Yes.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
cheap.
Also, the worst part about the soul charge is go ahead and just you try to block, and then all of a sudden you just
Mm-hmm. That's why I want to stay on the ground.
Yeah,
Like, who wants to eat that?
Honestly, if you are going to eat something in this stance, you want to eat this because that's it. That's it. You're out. You back tech and you're out.
That's true.
Right. Everything else you have to go for a mix.
Right.
Which
is terrifying.
Yeah. Other things he has in Soul Charge, 3A's natural combo and knocks down
Yes,
always.
yes.
One thing that people may not know is that so just break this forward grab, just hold guard and start mashing.
Okay.
Or just break the grab. Yeah, all his grabs in Soul Charge are command grabs. That was back grab.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, all his grabs in Soul Charge become command grabs, and so
+6. Yeah.
yeah. So that's really good to know.
I look at the Oki right there too. You get Oki too, which is insane.
Yes.
Because buff Yoshi.
Yeah, I mean he needs to be buffed, right? One thing you should never get hit by as a defending against the Soul Charge. You want just get hit. Just look at the damage real quick. Oh, it dropped. That's
What?
crazy.
What?
Yeah. You don't want to get hit by Raw Rising A. Like, you don't want to get hit by that.
Oh man, dude, we didn't do walls.
Oh, true. We can do walls. Give me 1 sec. Another good anti Yoshi move is this move. This move.
That's a good move. Yeah.
How do you think you beat this? Beat this move? It's +2. It's +2.
Oh,
So you can't
shit.
beat to me. You can't beat to me.
I'm scared to move. Yeah, I'm scared to. I mean, if
Ah.
I shouldn't duck. You +2. I don't know. RE.
Okay. You can step in between the hits.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna teach you a Cervantes specific thing, in a second. But you can also GI the second hit. So, see the flash? You can do that too.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
what I want you to do is I want you to step and gunshot me. Okay, if you do it fast enough, I can't avoid it.
I don't know, man. You sure?
Yeah, Andrew. Well, then I don't know what Andrews was telling me, but Andrews said you can like
Dude,
step and gun. Yeah,
Anders
there it
is
is.
a Cervantes player. We all lie, man.
Oh, true.
See? Look at that. Just
I'm
move,
pretty
bro.
sure. Maybe stepping
Bro,
too
I'm
fast.
mashing this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna mash it. That's crazy. Okay, he's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anders.
Yeah.
You're not a liar. I love you.
And we could like 4K cater. It's something like that.
That's crazy.
But yes, it's super good. So please, jab
Step
that
the second
string.
part. Yeah,
Step
that's
it.
cool.
Also, one thing people don't know. So go ahead and block this full string. -16 on block.
Huh.
Yep, I'm getting punished.
Good to
You
know.
can step the second hit as well. Not that way.
Oh, shit.
Yep. You can step the
So
last
it's-
hit, I think, if you're super scared. Not that way.
Ah!
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Step that as well. Any other break? Oh, okay. So, A, Brave Edge, and then I promise we'll get the walls, because this is the good side of the walls. A, Brave Edge. On block, please GI a third one.
Mm-hmm.
And on hit,
Really?
you can RI the fourth one. Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead,
shit.
try it.
Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know
every
that. I
single
didn't know
time.
that. Wow.
Yeah, there is no way there's no way you should be dealing with this if it's not
Wow.
counted.
Okay,
Right?
that's dirty. That's dirty.
Yeah, there's always a way to deal with it. Even if the first two hits hit you. But
That's
now
dirty.
it's time for walls,
Let's do
which
walls.
is probably my favorite portion of this character.
What's up, Ichigo26? Highs back to you. Thank you
What
for
up?
joining, everybody. Appreciate it. Again, if you guys have any questions, pop them in the chat now. If not, forever hold your peace and don't ever talk to us ever again. So,
Oh, I remember I said I had a fun fact.
yeah, I like your fun facts. I mean, I hope they're fun.
Okay.
Because I feel like we're not gonna have fun. Go ahead.
No, we have fun. Did you know that Yoshimitsu has a cheater weapon?
A cheater weapon.
Yes, sir.
No, I did not know that.
Okay, so I want you to listen closely. I don't know how loud the game is for you, but I want you to listen closely, right? Oh, yeah. So
Okay.
go ahead and hit guard. Just hit guard and see how see when your weapon makes a noise. You hit G. Just keep tapping G. You see how your weapon makes a noise as soon as your weapons go together?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah. Now listen. You see
Uh-huh.
it? You notice it?
I hear the click. That's funny.
Yeah. You know how it's delayed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
That's
so a lot of one of the things this is cheating is because you react to audio cues way faster than visual cues, right?
That's true.
One of the ways you block full cross 3K is for the audio cue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the audio cue is delayed, how do you block it? You know, everything's delayed, right? It's a little trick that people don't know. But every guard effect and stuff like that is going to be super delayed here. So like, if you're trying to if you're like one of those zoomers that can actually like use sound like that, it's harder to react to certain things simply because of how it's being delayed, because the sound is being delayed.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of abuse that in tournament. I would be like, hey, can I pick this weapon? They'd be like, I don't care, and I'd be like, all right, sick. So yes.
It's funny.
All right, wall combos. There's a couple different wall spots that are really good. Sisters K is really good because you can Sisters K, 6A plus B, MCF, Sisters K again, or while rising B, and then 3AA.
And this isn't even the
Heavy
hard one. That's what
knockdown.
I'm saying. This is basic, guys. This is basic 116 with OP.
I messed up. That's not even max damage. But this one doesn't work on females, but it doesn't really matter. What's this? 121, I think. 122.
122 with
Yeah.
Oki. Oof. That's gross. That's gross.
A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just Dragonfly K at the wall because you don't want to duck, because if you start ducking, then all of a sudden you
Yeah,
get
you're dead. Yeah. GG's.
that. Another wall ender you can do is it was B. Oh, that's not since it was B. I promise I'll get it at some point.
If you're ducking, if your back's to the wall against Yoshi and you're ducking, you either don't know the matchup or you're a god. I don't know.
I'm like that. That's 133, and I dropped the combo.
That's crazy.
But you can get stuff like that. 9K is your coolest wall splat because you get stuff like this, and it's cool, like cool little like back steps like that. 9K into med K, Dragonfly A, into like whatever you want, whatever stuff like that.
Man, imagine if this character wasn't top tier.
Yeah, you want to see something cool? Come here. Go ahead and do the unblockable for me. Oh,
Yes.
it sucks because
Cervantes, get out of it.
bang, 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 bang.
All the one wall spot,
you
that's
know,
interesting.
yeah. It sucks because he's always like back turned. I guess just maybe do like something like do two people's skate hold. Depending on the angle, we can wall splat from like certain places. Actually, yeah, do that. I'm so bad at this. Try it again. You know, wall splat, you can do this.
Oh no.
And then stuff like that. As my cat tries to turn off my PC, so I drop my controller. But yeah, you can do stuff like that, which is really cool.
That's insane, yeah.
And then also like, don't forget you can a Brave Edge at the wall too.
Right.
A Brave Edge. Oh, by the way, like they nerfed the damage on this, so go ahead and do the unblockable, I guess. Or that works.
I'm glad they did. Look at that.
Nerfed the damage
That's
on
a
that.
93.
Oh, I would. Yeah, it's not max damage though. I forget max damage, but you can. I think it's.
Yeah, Yoshi's a god of the wall. He just
Yeah. Sometimes that happens. In order to fix sometimes your IMCFs are a little off. What you can do is if you're a god like me, and you get like Sis's K on female characters, like if you do like Sis's K and then MCF, sometimes depending on the angle it doesn't work. You can always micro step MCF to fix your positioning on any wall splat.
crazy.
Because there's not every wall is created equal, right?
True, very true.
So,
Very buggy game. That is true.
Yeah, so the snow stage wall is not the same as this wall. It's not the same as the forest stage wall. It's not the same as the red wall on the Aswell stage. So it really depends on which walled stage you are.
Right.
To do your wall combos on. So, but yeah, pretty much staple is wall splat. You can do wall splat MCF, which is two A side B into wall rising B, 6-6A, 3AA that will give you an untechable knockdown plus his max meter as well. If you're doing a little bit more advanced, you can do 6K, 6A plus B into flea B hold, MCF, wall rising B, 6 A, and 3AA. That's not even max damage, but you get the gist of it.
So look at somebody's life. This is not even max damage, fellas. And like, look at this.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Sometimes if you're good, you can so you saw how like the Oki like puts him like kind of away, you know what I mean?
Right. But you're still by his feet, which is dangerous.
Yeah. So you can actually like remedy that a little bit. If I can get this right. Sometimes you can
oh yeah.
3-3A, something like that. And fix the angle. Yeah, you can 3-3A after rising B and fix the angle, and then all of a sudden, instead of like putting them at your feet with your back to the wall,
Right.
they'll be at your feet right here.
That's insane.
And then you can pressure them as well. Yeah, 9K wall starter is really good. There's really no bad wall starter with Yoshimitsu. You just kind of... And now you're gonna mix up. It's a back
wow.
throw or not, you know what I'm saying? And like stuff
Right.
like that. Like, this kid is actually insane. A6 on counter hit. Wall splats as well. It's really kind of dumb.
Oh wow. Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah. Also B side A counter hits or A side B wall splats as well. What else wall splats that is really kind of dumb? Oh yeah, man, B wall splats.
You did 6K already, right? I think you started with
Yes,
that one.
yes. This is K is the best
The
wall
god,
starter.
yeah, that's the god one. Yeah.
Triple roll, wall splats. So remember the whole damage thing where I did this one? That
Mhm.
oh, that wall splats as well. Cool. I didn't know that. So you remember the whole damage disparity where I did like this, and then we got like 69, and
Right.
I do it again, you get like 90 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do 4 people's K, so remember 68, right?
Okay.
All of a sudden, combo scaling goes away. 71.
That's
Right.
crazy.
So they took away the combo scaling from 4 B plus K, but didn't take it away from 2 B plus K and 8 B plus K.
Huh.
They only took it away from one direction.
I'm sure that was an accident, but cool. That's a happy accident, I guess.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much wall stuff. At the wall stuff, like outside of wall combos and stuff, this is where you kind of abuse your lows because none of your lows wall splat, right? And nobody wants to get wall splatted. Same concept happens when the opponent's back is at the edge, right? So like, you can duck here if you want, but like,
But should you?
you probably shouldn't. Take this. And the
I
bad
mean,
part about this, like,
you
the
gotta
worst
duck
part about
sometimes, but damn, that's scary. That's a
Well-
scary situation to duck.
the worst part about this situation is like if you do this at the wall, you can't soul charge because if I RCCAA, that's not RCCAA. That's not RCCAA.
Oh no.
Yep. And
Oh,
you
wow.
know, it's hard to do, but
No, yeah,
that's
you showed us
crazy,
before. That's
you know?
That's
you
gross.
just took mad damage, right?
You should be
You
ashamed
can't
of yourself.
what's up?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I mean, should you? Because like technically, you can't even match 2A here either because you don't have enough frames to go underneath my 2A. You can't step because it's you have to, because A Rivers kills you. You have to hard duck.
And to be fair, you really should not be pressing buttons after you get hit by Meditation K anyway. Or
Yeah.
Dragonfly K anyway. Sorry, Dragonfly. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be pressing buttons anyway. So.
Yeah. In order to be A Rivers, you have to hard duck. And like
That's
if you start hard
crazy.
ducking, then all of a sudden like you hard duck, right? And then all of a sudden you get stuff like stuff like this, right?
Yeah, GG's.
Which isn't even max damage, but like
Still.
let's say I read the hard duck, right? You know. I messed up the combo, but you still took 100 damage.
That's
Right?
crazy. That's
Well,
crazy.
Something like that, right? That's 100 and like, I don't know, 13 right there.
That's crazy. Even then, even if you mess up, it's 96 damage. Messed up is 96 damage. That's
Yeah. Another good thing to do at the wall is this. Just full crouch 3K. And
Yeah.
don't even do like the follow up because they have to get up. Right? They can stay there or take damage, but like, this is very good to do at the wall as well. This is very good to do at the wall as well because you're back turning +4.
This is
They're
launch
back
punchable,
turning
right?
+4. Say what?
That's launch punchable block, right?
Yes, this move is launch punchable, yes. Yes. But he could also like
That's
go
cool.
in
Yeah,
stance.
exactly.
If you try to like mash, you can do stuff like that. But
I like that.
yeah, at the wall, don't always the one tip I will give you at the wall is don't worry about your combo, because as someone who is dog water at doing wall combos, don't worry about your combo. You're gonna get damaged. But also like don't always try to wall spot your opponent, right? You can get so much damage.
They know you're going for that. Yeah.
Yeah, you get so much damage just doing stuff like this. Like I just got 26%, 52 damage, just chilling, and I'm still +8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I get so much damage from that, right? And there's so much like going through his mind, right? Or you just 1K somebody, and all of a sudden they can't step because stream data doesn't allow them to step, right? And it's like, well, can't they just 2A you there? Like, yeah, they can, but all of a sudden you get your best wall combo starter, right? And stuff like that, right? So don't always try to like wall spot them immediately. Try to set them up. Like, there's many different ways to kind of abuse the wall situation without actually using the wall as a combo. Does that make sense?
No, it's true. All right. So I kind of think we're gonna wrap that up. We hit the wall. We hit pretty much everything. On the top right of your screen is Boom's Twitter. It's AYOB, and then those are double zeros M on Twitter.
Yes.
Super friendly guy. Will chat with you. He is a traitorous Wong Ming now, but he clearly still knows his Yoshi shit inside and out. He'll definitely help you out, with either character for sure. And I hope this was enjoyable for you guys. If you have any questions or anything, definitely hit us up. And I'm gonna leave you with the last word, man. Talk to the community.
Sure.
Talk to them.
You can follow me everywhere, AYOB00M. I'm taking a little break from stream today, not today, this week, because I just want to rest up and stuff like that. But yeah, shout outs to people who support me. Shout outs to the homies. Shout outs to Maryland. Shout outs to just Caliber Scene. It's really dope. If you have any questions about stuff, just let me know. I do play Huang now. I play a little bit Yoshi on the side, but I do play Huang now, so if you have questions, you can ask about any character. You can ask me about that. I'm pretty much open book. You can ask me anything about like gameplay and stuff like that, my life, and now I'm the kind of person that I'll just talk. Like, I don't really like. I don't like to hide stuff. I like to make things like in the open so everyone can get better. So,
and there's a pro tip too. If you lose, just say what city you're from. But if you win, just say you're from Maryland.
Yeah, actually, just please say you're from Maryland. Please always say you're from Maryland.
Yeah, just throw it out. If you win, but if you lose, don't embarrass Maryland. Don't claim that shit.
Yeah, never embarrass Maryland. Well, Maryland's never embarrassed because, we're the best state in the United States when it comes to caliber. When it comes to living expenses, we're not the best. But yeah,
All right, so is anybody online right now? Who are we invading?
It's Wednesday morning for me. I have no idea.
I don't see anybody online.
Who's on?
Let's see. Let's see who's online.
Oh, there's Sire. Sire's from Maryland, so Oh, it's Cramflakes too.
Cramflakes. So let's invade Cramflakes.
Dude.
All right. So thank you again for joining. Definitely appreciate you all. Appreciate the support. It's a fun series. Thank you, Boom. He's on his vacation, and he was very kind enough to break Yoshimitsu down. Again, hit him up on Twitter for either character, and pretty soon we're going to be doing a version B, a part 2 of Huang, because back when Huang came out, December, he was still learning the character like everybody was, right? And he's learned so much since then. He's volunteered to do a part 2, so we will be coordinating together and coming at you guys with that soon.
Yeah, for sure. Huang is way different from the beginning, so yeah, I'm definitely down to do another one. Like, I definitely want to do another one, and it'll maybe get me off my ass to actually like finish this Huang guide, because I feel like I'm doing a PhD. So,
oh, absolutely. So you guys could tell how often I don't stream because I actually need to figure out how to rate somebody.
So, what you can do is go to your channel and then just hit like X or /raid, and then yeah.
Flicks, right?
Yeah, it should work. Yeah.
All right. Peace, everybody.
See ya.
Support Rowdy Cramflakes.
Do it.
Cool. All right.
Word.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know your vacation. You didn't want to think about Calvin this week, so I do appreciate it.
I honestly, like, I was on vacation, and then all I did was freaking go and ranked underneath a troll name so no one knows it's me, and I just like make toxic clips. It is, for me, I don't know why I really enjoy that, but I really enjoy just making toxic clips of like oh, this Killick Dusk 37. Who is this Killick? Well, it's me. Oh, well, like Tonka 74. Who is this Killick? That's me. And I just like making clips. I like making highlights. That's like